Welcome to Conversations with My Real Friends. I'm Jennifer. I'm here with my friend John. Hi, John.
Hi.
So, John is in the mortgage industry, and with this episode, we are going to be talking about the home buying process and specifically what's been going on for home buyers in a changing economic market. So, what kind of opportunities are there, and how is the economy impacting home buying?
Well, that's a great question. And it's important to understand that for people who are buying their first homes, or even people who have homes right now,
Right.
the economics of homeownership has definitely changed. And that is that home prices have gone up substantially.
Right.
And in a lot of ways, have gone up more than people's income.
Right.
And so, for example, every percent that the rate goes up, there is 5 million less people that can qualify.
Right.
Conversely, for every percent that they come down, there's 5 million people that do qualify. And so interest rates have a lot to do with it.
Right.
And even though I like to be the cheerleader and say, yes, you can buy a home,
Right.
it's important to understand what the changes have been over the last couple of years. And so it has become a little bit more challenging.
Right.
However, the aspect that is the most important is that just because it's become more challenging, people generally say, well, then home ownership is out of reach.
Right.
You know, I read that all the time on media. And the facts is it's not.
Right.
And that, for a lot of people, it's not. Now, for some people, it is. Now, we're talking about buying responsibly.
Right.
You know, you don't want to wedge yourself into a house and not be able to make the payments.
Right.
But the point is that we have so many people who don't think they qualify.
Right.
And yet, when they call, they have the income, they have the down payment,
Right.
and the first words they say is, I didn't realize I could do this.
Right.
And that also is for people who currently own a home. You know, people right now are prisoners in their own home because the rate is so low.
Yeah.
That's an economic shift where someone was able to get a low rate.
Right.
And so they automatically think to themselves, I'm stuck here. And the house may not be right for them.
Right.
And that's a problem. I mean, if they're older and there's stairs, whatever the case may be.
Right.
And so we're finding that because they have such low rates, a lot of people are renting their homes and moving to somewhere else.
Right.
Or they are actually selling and realizing that, hey, I had a low rate for a while, but now I'm going to get a higher rate, but I'll be okay.
Yep.
And the issue with all of the economic changes is because they've been so massive, people are in a daze of what they can and cannot do.
Right.
And that's why it's essential that they call me or they call their mortgage professional and they say, you know, what do I need to do?
Correct.
Because the environment that they live in, I mean, when I was growing up in the projects and we had a 500 square foot apartment, you know, the environment to your existence is critical.
Absolutely.
And if you've got the right place, your life can move forward.
Right. Well, being in the wrong environment, even if it's the family house that needs to be downsized, or a need for a change, for a divorce or something like that.
Right.
You know, the fear, because what we hear out there is you can't move, you can't change.
Right.
The reality for most people is you can.
You can.
Right.
You can figure it out. Now, understand that it's harder, right? Because rates have gone up, so it's harder to qualify for. They are coming back down now, so it's a little bit easier for people to qualify for. They were at like 8, and now we're at 7. Oh, no, I'm sorry. They were at 8. Now we're at 6.125, 5.99.
Yeah.
I mean, it's come down a lot. And so as the shift takes place, it's important to take advantage to know the lay of the land, at least to get an idea of what's going on.
Right. Don't let fear stop you from reaching out to someone like you and finding out what you can and can't do.
Right.
Because you can't make decisions without the right tools.
Exactly.
Right? So get the right tools, make some decisions, and then you can put a plan together.
That's right, and that's what you do for your clients, is you really help clients understand where they're at so that they can make a powerful decision.
That's the role of professional service providers, right?
Yeah.
That's what we do. So if someone needs your assistance, looking to buy, resell, transition, how can they reach out to you?
Well, reach out to me. I'm at john@mainstreetloans.com. And I would love to help you, answer your questions, at least give you some information so that you really feel empowered to move your life forward and make a decision that's going to be best for you and your family.
Great. So thank you, John, for joining me.
You're welcome.
And thank you for joining us for this episode of Conversations with My Real Friends. We look forward to having you on another episode.